Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Akuban Nights.
I was about to make an erection joke, but I couldn't think of one.
Good.
I'm sure
that
something will pop up eventually.
Sammy, happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. It's not a thing. It's okay.
It's all right. I'm just getting older.
It can be a hard thing to come up with one of those. All right. You're on the road. You sigh exasperatedly.
Faye just
I'm getting a headache right here.
Oh,
Right here.
So
If
you're
Tech
on.
is not going to count the dick jokes in this episode, I'm gonna be truly disappointed.
Okay, we have to call this episode the Dork Tower.
Wow. All right, you've come to the road. There's a path to your left that leads to Half Hill. There's a path to your right that leads to Bridgegate. There's a trail of dust behind you.
Do we know what kind of city Half Hill is?
It is a town predominantly of halflings, thus its name. In fact, if we scroll to the right a little bit and look at this entire region over here, the Laconish Highlands, this whole section is the halfling region of Arcadia. This is where almost all the halflings live. Honeyreach, Stout End are major halfling towns. Half Hill's a major halfling town. There's all these farming communities down here near the Maidens River and the Sweetwater and all this stuff. The actual highlands themselves are filled with monsters, though. So it's just the perimeter that is all halfling filled. Half Hill belongs to Mistria, the country up here. It has that is dominated by the Red Dragon, and that you sort of had an arms deal with, and you sort of stole a baby from, that whole mess.
We didn't steal the baby. We rescued the baby.
we were told to bring the baby.
Yeah, we didn't steal it.
Sure,
It was
yeah.
given to us.
Yeah. Totes.
Bridgegate, yes, sister?
Sure.
Okay, then let's go to Bridgegate. And I'm just gonna. Shall I just move us?
Yeah. As you get to about there, 5 miles down the road,
God damn it.
you see some smoke rising in the distance.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the red dragon on top, or just the smoke?
Just the smoke.
Which distance are we talking about?
South?
Maybe we go around.
City burning smoke or more barbecue smoke?
Huge barbecue, giant barbecues, with a potluck and everything.
City-sized barbecue?
Oh dear, that seems really bad.
Well, it is the edge of the border between Drekis and Mistria. I'm not surprised the dragon would go here first.
Perhaps we should go to Gold Hill instead. Or go around. Wait, where are we going? We're going past
We
Bridgegate,
want to
right?
go past Bridgegate.
Okay. Yes, I suggest we go through the forest because there'll be probably more cover from a dragon or anything that might see us.
It is the forest to our
forest?
east is the dragon's territory.
Yes, but we'll be under trees, so it's it's much easier to avoid a dragon in tree cover. Is what I'm thinking.
And then what? You still have to cross the Voden Plain.
Yeah, I know. I tell you, how would you like me to just go and scout?
To Bridgegate?
Yes.
If it's safe.
Okay. So Maya
just
is going to
got them
scout
outside.
ahead alone. Beautiful. Maya, give me a
Yes.
perception check as you go.
Okay, don't fuck it up, Maya. Don't fuck it up.
Done. Ooh, very nice. Sure. You head another 5 miles down the road or so, and you can see Bridgegate rising in the distance on the other side of the river.
Moving, sort of I would also like to be sneaking at this point.
Sneaking on a horse.
I would like.
She has the most quiet horse. The really quiet
The
horse.
horse from the cartoons that are just tiptoeing down the hallway.
No, I'll say I've gone on foot at
All
this
right.
point.
Sure, you're on foot and you're going slowly so that you can be sneakily and keep an eye out for things and grab cover and grab lines of sight to scout ahead. So it takes you longer, but you still make it there. You come to within sight of Bridgegate, the canyon that is the River Voden, separates Mystria from Drekis, and on the other side is this tall wall, and there's supposed to be a bridge that crosses the canyon. However, the bridge is most definitely gone, and the walls of Bridgegate have big black scorch marks on it and sections where they've tumbled down, but the banners of Drekis are still flying. In fact, they look like they are brand new banners that have just been reflowed. No tattered bits, no faded bits, nothing like that. So this town looks intact and occupied, but the bridge between Bridgegate and everything north looks destroyed.
So we'll probably need to go around to the east of the river and find a ford anyway. So we aren't getting across that way, and I don't want to go into the hills. Well, I'll sort of be like, right, okay, and I'll head back and let everybody know what's up.
Sure. You make it back to the party. You've traveled 10 miles, and you're going at a slower pace, so it's probably taking you about half the day to scout this out.
Okay, right. So I'm going to go back and be like, okay, so the town is intact, but the bridge is a no-go, so we are not crossing the river up there. What would you like to do? Would you like to head west and try and cross by Gold Hill, or would you like to go east and south and try and find a ford further down the river? Personally, my vote would be for southeast.
Who does Gold Hill belong to currently?
Gold Hill is a free and independent town. They don't bow to no one.
We could technically go... No, we can't. We can't put a card on a boat, so that's not possible. Never mind.
Maya should also have noted that this canyon that separates these is quite deep. You know, not quite Grand Canyon scale, but it is like a plunging gorge.
I'm assuming it'll narrow out at some point, though, right? Or not narrow out, just flatten out at some point. I mean, it can't be a huge gorge all the way south, right?
I mean, at some point, when you get next to the ocean, it must be flat unless there's bluffs along the ocean.
We should be able to reach, if we go southeast, like you suggested, Maya, we should be able to reach Old Voden.
That's true. That's true. Yes, yes. Where are we going? We're going to Wickthorne Rentia, aren't we? Is that where we're going?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yay! I got the name right as well.
All right. Cool. So the
so
party's
southeast.
going to go that way?
Yep.
All right. So you've already spent half the day, so you can go 12, so 3 more squares. 1.
1, 2, along the edge of the
2.
thing. 3.
Perfect. Perfect. Let me just make my notes here.
I'm assuming this place has fodder, right?
Yeah.
Wherever we are now.
Yeah. These are the Rashirian grasslands. I'm sorry, the Voden Plain is fantastic. The area is known for their horses. Lovely. And encounter checks for that day as you travel. Ooh. You do encounter something. Oh, how fun. Oh my. What lives in the plain? Let's see.
It's a pack of really cute Yorkies. They're adorable.
Could be. It's not impossible, you know. It's on the encounter table.
A pack of Yorkies is on the encounter table, really?
It is now.
It's way too easy, Chloe. Way
Aw,
too easy.
Look, I live in hope, okay? Really adorable Yorkies. Look out, they're dire Yorkies. Yeah, probably. They're were Yorkies. I've been bitten, and every full moon I turn into a Yorkie.
Whoa.
What was that face, Neal?
Nothing. It's fine. It's fine. So what you find is you come across a tipped over wagon. It looks like it's just knocked to the side, but most of the goods in it are gone. The people that would have been in it are gone. The animals attached to it are gone. It just looks like some wagon has been knocked over, damaged, and abandoned. That's it.
I'm going to look suspiciously at it from a distance.
It does not look back at you. It avoids eye contact.
Can we take off like a wheel and bring it with us in case one of ours
That's
breaks?
a terrible idea, brother. I've got. Yes, I don't know. I'm going to venture closer and have a really close look. You know what? No, I'm just going to ignore it and carry on.
You ignore it and carry it on. The wagon doesn't follow after you. It's certainly not a mimic disguised as a trap.
It
Don't
may
worry
have
about
been
it.
full of loot, but I don't care.
All right.
The loot was gone.
Yeah, loot was probably gone. Don't worry about it. Next day, make me some more movements.
Not bad,
8 movements, because these are all 3 squares, hexes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We are going to have to cross this river at some point.
As we go, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for the river sort of flattening out.
I mean, the city is on our side right now, Old Woden. So
Oh yeah, but
able to cross there, it would make sense that
if
they
we
have.
yes, but if we can avoid people, it's probably safer.
So I'm actually going to back you up 2 hexes. You come across the scene of a battle here. There's no bodies, but there are like large blood stains in the ground where blood soaked in, and there are large dragon footprints nearby.
Okay then.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while since whatever happened here. You haven't seen it, but all the corpses are gone.
Yikes.
If you would like to investigate the scene, you can make me perception checks. If you would like to get the fuck out as quickly as possible, just say so.
I'm gonna make a perception check. I'm gonna be like, oh, this is not great. Let's have a
Sure.
look. 22. That's not amazing.
Right. So you
25.
guys start investigating the scene. Oh yes, and you can find little trinkets here or there. Over here is a spear. Over there is a spear. There's a helmet, but it's been like flattened and pushed into the ground a little bit. Here's what looks like a purse that fell off somebody that has 10 silver coins in it. Over here is a strip of fabric. Over here is a finger. You know, a bridle there. A horseshoe over here. A large, no longer steaming pile of what could probably only be described as dragon poop.
Scat. It's dragon scat.
Sure, dragon scat. Yeah. Did someone take the 10 silver?
Because the dragon has come very far south.
Yep.
I think we should get the hell out of here now.
Who took the 10 silver? Just so that it doesn't get triply written down, if anyone.
Well, me, for once.
Bud?
I rolled low for perception. I didn't
Nope.
find
All right. You guys leave it alone and move on. You can continue, move 2 more hexes. Fine there. Bridge gate, and then this is your next day of traveling. Perfect. Next day. Let's move on. It is the 27th of August, 1511.
Did you move us 2 up from where we were?
I did. I fixed the movement.
Okay, right.
Keep going.
Okay, so 8,
No,
right?
can I? Sorry, 1 second. Can I heal up during travel or no? Like, do I regain HP?
Yes, you do.
So I guess I would have fully healed by now.
It
Would
has
I have
been 3
restored
days.
3 HP?
It has been a week since the Wyvern, so you would have healed. It has been 7 days since the Wyvern.
Huh.
So you would have healed, what is it, 2 HP every 3 days? So you would have healed 4 HP on all of your
Right.
wounds.
Right, and then I can do the last 5. That's fine.
Yeah, perfect.
But it's only been 3 days since Bridgegate, right?
Bridgegate was yesterday.
Oh, no. Roxas, I mean. When was Roxas?
Roxas was 2 days after the Wyvern, and then it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days since then.
Okay, I would like to get a spell learning then. Spell learning check.
Okay, what are you trying to learn?
Minor Gateway.
Give me a roll.
Is a conjuration spell. And that's the worst, well, almost the worst roll I could have.
Lovely. Okay.
No fireball for me, sorry guys.
Not yet.
Next level, maybe? Maybe.
Next, yeah. All right, keep going.
Okay, so we've got 8, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
At what age do I start to lose points?
Stop right there. You 45?
Well, then I'm still far away. Budarios has turned 33 on this day, on the 28th of August.
This day's the 27th.
That
So
means-
tomorrow's her birthday?
28th is his birthday.
Whoa.
It's about your birthday.
Wow. Does everyone know their birthday? Their character's birthday?
I have wanted to organize it with Faye, but I'm not.
We're born on the 24th of December. Because we're a Christmas miracle.
Oh, thank God. Wrong set of presents.
I have
There you
no
go.
idea what Maya would be.
All right, so here you arrive. You're getting close to the old Voden when a group of cavalry, maybe 6 strong, comes thundering in your direction. You can see them from like a mile off because it's this big open plain, but they are moving at a nice click, so they'll be here very soon. What do you do?
Nothing.
All right.
Right.
The cavalry arrives. They have all sorts of flags on, a pike, but the top flag, the top little banner, is the symbol of Drekis. And as they approach, they sort of like split into 2 groups, one going on one side of you, one going on the other side of you, with the lead figure coming in the middle, who raises a hand and says, "Hail, travelers!"
Right, my lord.
Gluten talk to you too. I see you speak our tongue.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, of course I do. Yes. How goes the how go things?
Fantastic.
Wonderful. We've just passed Bridgegate, and it was a bit looking a bit the worse for wear, my lord.
Certainly. What is your business here in the Voden Plain?
Oh, we are travelling south, sir.
All right. Well, you can't get to Voden, Old Voden, right?
We was actually looking to cross the river, sir.
Well, you'll have to do it somewhere else. Old Voden is under siege. Has been for about a year now.
Oh, right. All right. No worries then. We'll carry on, sir.
From
Good.
whom?
We have sieged it.
Oh, do you need any
I'm
help?
sure we.
Excuse me?
I mean, if you're sieging it for a year, why haven't you breached it yet?
I'm sure they'll have it breached any day now. Don't worry about them. They'll have it done. No worries.
They roll their eyes. These random travelers show up and start telling them how to do their job, sieging a castle, and they have nothing to say to you, bud. But they will sort of walk alongside of you and help escort you around Voden and around the siege, so you don't get too close to their siege lines, so you can't really do any like scouting or spying. You will have to take a way around this.
But I can lean into Yassi and say, who did Voden belong beforehand? Like,
It was a Mystrian city.
Yeah, and totally just go around with like no arguments.
Yeah, you guys were friendly with them. They were friendly with you. You seemed peaceful travelers.
And we needed 4 more things, right? So we'll just be camping.
A couple of questions, dear knights. I'm from the east. I'm from the western part of Drekis, and Drekis is large. I've never been to this end of Drekis, and I wanted to know where not to travel to. I mean, there are always some orcs or ogres or hobgoblins somewhere, but I don't know where. And we have quick business.
Well, where are you heading?
To the capital.
Right. It takes a look at your wagon, because the only crossing you'll be able to make with that is down by Bontheris. From there, you can take the road to Grumpburn and Fenden and to Wicthron or Renta. But be careful, the pass through the Crawlog Ridge is not always safe. Hobgoblins, orcs, goblins, giants. It should be fine now, but it can be dangerous.
Right.
Whatever you do, stay away from the wild woods.
Noted. Thank you very much. Good luck storming the castle, boys.
We're not storming it, we're sieging it. That's explicitly where you do not storm it, you just starve them out.
Well, eventually you will be storming it
Nope.
once they've all done. No, all right, no
Nope.
storming. Fair enough.
No
fair
storming.
Enough. All right, yep. Fine.
Yep.
Nice to see you though. Have a good one. Enjoy your siege. Hope it all goes well.
Enjoy your travels. Try not to die.
Get on. Yep. Will do. Thank you. And
Can somebody make a tiny note at that forest where we're not supposed to go through?
the
Wildwoods.
wild woods? It's just what it says on the tin.
Down.
Oh, there. Okay, right.
It's south of where we actually want to be. Because
Yeah.
we can just
Sure,
take
if
the
we
road.
stick to the path, we'll be fine.
You'll be fine. All right. That is the end of your day.
Woo.
So put an X through it. Today is Badarios's birthday. Bud, how old are you?
33 now.
Oh.
Did you tell anyone that your birthday was coming up?
No.
Well,
I imagine my siblings love me, and they know when I have my birthday.
Sarah wouldn't know when your birthday is.
I know
He's
when your
knowing.
birthday is. There's just so many things going on. It's way past what he's thinking about.
Does any,
But,
honestly, I don't think that Maya even knows when her birthday is, because I'm assuming my mum, being a concubine, probably wasn't amazing in the counting department.
At the
I
end
think
of
she
the
would
day,
know when her daughter's birthday is.
It
Don't
was
you?
sometime at the end of summer, but she's not sure when. So it was.
Alright.
It was
Somewhere around this time. We're near the end of summer.
maybe, but she's not sure, and it was never a big deal. And
I think at the end of the day, when no one has noticed or said anything.
Oh, hold on. Someone does say something.
That would-
Yasi speaks up, too.
Yep. Yassi and I, we work together and put a little candle on the nicest piece of rations that we still have. Because I got candles, and I'm totally going to use them for that.
Yes.
so why are you trying to set fire to that biscuit?
It's called birthday, Maya. It's called birthday.
So whose birthday is it?
You still remembered.
It's Bud's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, brother!
Yasi pulls out a folded cloth and hands it over to you, saying, "Happy birthday."
He slowly takes the cloth and starts to unfold it.
Inside is a simple but lovely circlet. It's made out of brass and copper with like a little ring of like crushed mother of pearl that has been, enameled into it. So it's not quite a crown, so you're not going to offend any nobles, but it's definitely like pseudo crown-like head decoration. I had this made while I was waiting for you in Yatel before I was captured.
I give her the biggest hug and give her a kiss on the cheek. Thank you.
She smiles and nods. And then looks to Sarah. As if waiting for Sarah to give her gift.
Right. Hold the phone. I gotta look at my sheet.
Oh my god, am I getting some random loot?
Okay, you want a holy book? Because I got one.
Here's a pair of wet gloves that smell like Wyvern I found. Here you go.
Oh no, I burnt them quite deliberately. Also, Sammy probably notices at some point that his gloves are missing.
Yeah.
I think it's all lovely. It's not about the presents, it's about being together and still alive.
Yep, I actually don't have anything interesting, so I'm just gonna give him a hug instead. and I'm gonna start the happy birthday song because I'm not awkward and I'm totally gonna do that. So
Maya's just going to sort of rummage in her bag.
Akuban.
Yeah, Maya's going to rummage in her bag and pull out.
Happy birthday, Sarah.
what?
What's Akuban for happy birthday?
Penblood happy CT, Penblood happy CT, Penblood happy brother, Penblood happy CT.
There you go.
That's happy birthday in Welsh.
I thought it sounded well.
Fuck, I had no idea. Well, that's good. It sounds I like it.
Better than Erickson, really.
Right? Who wants it? Oh god, the other people are gone, right? So we're good.
Demi having prepared his present, but completely forgetting exactly when Bud's birthday is in terms of the days coming up. He's gonna cast a spell.
Oh my God.
Which is the
Summon
Here's your
birthday present?
I stole it from somebody.
it's Mark of Recall. And he's going to bring back the portrait.
You
that he
summon
found.
a portrait of your family that you found in Pike's Point. It's a large, like 3 by 4 foot painting with a heavy wooden frame, oil on canvas.
Pictures to carry around, but that's okay. That's okay. You guys know.
I'm,
Everything is going to be.
I'm lost for words, Sammy. At one point, I'm very happy to see this painting. But why now and why here in Drekis?
Well, I wanted you to see it. And honestly,
But if they search us and find the picture of the former king of Akuba as a painting, don't you think them?
You know, it's of him at a younger age, too. It kind of looks like Bud. You know, there's definitely a family resemblance going on between father and son.
Great, that's so much better.
well, you know, if you're really that worried about it, we could technically bury it.
No,
It would ruin
we're
it.
not going to bury it.
Why don't we take it through the frame and roll it up and conceal it somewhere around the cart?
Yeah, you should know how that's done, right, Maya?
What?
We can also just turn it around and paint something different on the backside of it.
I don't think paintings and frames work like that.
But you can
Anna.
basically take them out of the frame and roll.
Do the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, I just get a dagger out and I'm like,
No one is going to do anything to this picture.
Maya's already like cutting it
I
out.
just have a frame in my hand, and no one is going to.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, brother, before I forget, here, I'm going to sort of like go through my loot and pull out a rather nice, tasteful signet ring and just be like, there you go, brother.
He already has a signet. Wait, where's
have
your
my
signet
phone.
ring?
No, this is fine. It's not his signet ring. Please.
Well,
So
I left
unclassy.
signet ring in the city.
Why?
It's not like a particular signet. It's just like a nice, chunky ring that with not too many identifying marks that would identify it as being stolen.
No, when
goods
we
or
were-
anything. Definitely
when we
doesn't belong to
were-
the dead governor.
Oh God! You know when we were in Abankai and had this fight with the dwarves?
I remember, yeah.
I left my signet ring there.
Why?
I wanted them to know that we were there.
Well, you've got a signet ring now. It's not.
I have my father's still,
Well, that's good then. Yes.
but thank you. Thank you, Maya. And I hope you.
I have something. Look, if you don't like it, I'll take it back. I've got plenty of other. Look, would you like a necklace instead? How about an earring?
No.
How about a nice earring, brother?
No, it's fine.
Is this ring which
thank
is
you
too big
all.
to be? Oh no, wait. That's yes. Okay, never mind. It's definitely a giant's ring. Definitely.
You know, I lived a long time in Drekis, right?
Yes.
I spent over 10 years here.
Yes.
And as much as I am, as much as we talk about hating Drakisians, I must admit I don't do it. Really?
All right. Cool. Are we supposed to hate them?
bad blood
you're-
between your
you're
families?
so
In your countries?
Maya's a
Everyone should
pragmatist.
take
Maya
them.
doesn't care. Well, anyway, we all know that you're a Drakissian groupie. It's fine, brother.
I'm not a Drakissian groupie. I just think that both our nations deserve something better than what we have currently.
Civil war and a dragon? Yes, I quite agree.
Sometimes we aren't so different.
Have you been drinking, brother?
No.
Okay, yes. Anyway, should we crack on?
Sarah, you didn't get him a gift, did you?
Oh no, of course I didn't. I mean, I made the cake. What are you talking about? Like, I
Right,
put the
right.
candle on.
You should make him a little picture out of macaroni stuck to some paper.
Lovely.
Disassemble some rations and glue it to the back of the painting. It's great.
Big heart.
Okay. Why don't you continue our movement, Maya?
Right, it's 8 again, isn't it? Or
If
is
you
it?
go on the 3s, it's 8. If you go on the 4s, it's 6.
Okay, well, we'll go on the
If
4th.
you
1,
combo it, it's
2,
between.
whoop, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go.
Okay.
Move encounter. Got it.
How much does the painting weight? Just so.
Oh, God, it's probably like a 20-pound painting, frame and all included. You know, it's a big piece. It's heavy wood. It's beautifully embroidered, or not embroidered, carved.
Just a photo.
It can't
you
be
put it-
more than £5 per level. No, £5, I mean.
Okay, well then it's 5 pounds. I don't know how much a large painting weighs. I've never.
Can you put it on a random encounter table so another group just finds an empty frame and will forever wonder what's wrong with that?
Did you cut it out? I thought Bud said no cutting it out of the frame.
No,
Yeah,
but
but it happened. He was too slow.
It happened anyway. Sure. Okay, so it's just now a piece of rolled up canvas. So it's a pound.
Monster!
It's a pound. And there is now a frame out in the woods for someone to encounter. Lovely. You have a lovely day. You do not notice any creatures around you at all whatsoever. No encounters. Last leg of your journey before you arrive in Bon Theris. You can move 6 more hexes. The bridge is down here at the base. 2, 3.
Oh, is the bridge in the city or outside the city?
It's right here. There you go. 5, and with 6, you can move into Bon Theris.
Do we want to go into the city or do you just want to carry on past? I'm all right with just going past, to be honest with you. I mean, we're all right for.
Well, the
division.
bridge crosses the river directly into town, so you can't take the bridge without going into town.
All right, we're in town then. That's fine.
Perfect. You arrive in Bon Theris, the first Drakissian city, town, place you've been in a very, very long time, or ever for some of you. Ooh. Where is our town music? Lovely. Here we go. It is a hustling and bustling little port town. You can see banners of soldiers all over the place, different companies and divisions and regiments forming up. The market square is filled with people moving about, some soldiers, some civilians. It's just a big hodgepodge of everything. No one looks twice at you as you come on in. Actually, that's not true. They do stop you at the gates across the bridge. But the moment you speak up, your Akuban accents are very dominant and they just wave you on through. Not even bothering to take your weapons or armor or spell books or anything like that.
Right. Should we just carry on or do you want to get some provisions first?
We can fill the water.
Yeah, you can
right,
fill
yeah.
the water, no problem. Sammy, you've been tracking food, right?
We have had enough food so far, and I was just gonna do the entire day's travel
That's fine.
and subtract.
That's fine. Cool. If there's nothing you want to do in Bon Theris, you can just set out the next day. It is 55 miles to Grumburn. On your horse and wagon, you can go 48 miles a day, so you can't quite make it to Grumburn. You can rest. You can go as far as you want and rest in the hills, or you can rest before the hills and try and do all the hills in one day. Your
I
call.
think we should rest before the hills. Yes, we want. So I'll go about.
Is there a track forming or a couple of wagons, like a merchant caravan or anything?
Yes, actually.
Going?
Oh,
The next day, as you get to this point, as you get to where you were, there is a small camp of assorted wagons kind of parked off to the side of the road. Right now, there are only 4. And as you sort of roll up, they give you a happy, friendly wave. Hello! Welcome to the caravan!
Evening. Afternoon, even.
Do you speak Drakissian? Because they're speaking in Drakissian.
I speak Drakissian, I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check. I'm
Like
pretty
the
sure.
only one that does, yeah.
Yep, I speak
No, I do
Drakissian.
as well.
Yeah.
No, Bud speaks Drakissian.
Okay.
as well.
Perfect, yeah.
I am
So,
I was like, evening.
evening. It's all good?
Oh, yes. So you heading on over the hills tomorrow?
We're waiting for 10 wagons before we head out.
Do you mind if we wait with you? I think that strength in numbers is a good idea.
That's why we're waiting. Now we got 5
Lovely.
halfway there.
Excellent. Right. I'm Finn, by the way. What's your name?
My name? Fuzzy Lumpkins. How you doing?
Good to meet you, sir. Good to meet you.
And here's my wife, Hairless Lumpkins. And here's my children, Dumb Lumpkins and Cute Lumpkins.
Greetings to you both. All right. So we'll just set up camp over there and wait, if that's all right with you.
Best you wait closer to us. You don't know what's in these woods. Could be dangerous.
Oh,
Might come out and
all right,
bite you.
We'll roll the wagon up then.
All right. And you can hang out with these people. They are mostly merchants. Of the 4 wagons that were here before, 3 of them are merchant wagons. One of them is like foodstuffs, like dry goods stuffs. It's a large wagon with built-up walls that are just holding tons of grain in it. Everyone here seems to be regular civilians. No one seems to be armed or armored, although you do notice a couple of crossbows lying around, just in case.
Can I get another spell learning check?
Sure. What are you learning?
Learning clairvoyance.
The other clairvoyance.
The other clairvoyance. Which succeeds.
Okay, and is that
That is the conjuration version.
Okay, clairvoyance. Let me just add it to your thingamajobber. What a great word, thingamajobber. I don't know who invented it, but they're
I think it
brilliant.
was you, Neal, just now.
No. That's a word that's existed for a long time. Fantastic word. Spell number 69. Let's add it to your sheet. All right. So you're going to be waiting here for a couple of days until enough caravans build up that everyone can push on through. You have as much time as you want, basically, to chat with these people. Is there anything you want from them or want to tell them?
Well, if it's if we're just sitting around, I don't know if there's a campfire going at some point or something.
The whole time. Oh yeah, they've just got fires burning.
Well, at some point I will do a little ceremony to, bless the caravan. I guess I can't really speak to them, so I will. I guess I'll just start my ritual, and I'll just figure out people will identify me as a cleric of Martha and just participate in their own way, however they see fit. I guess if they want to.
But we'll start to translate your words into Drakissian, so if you want to say something.
Oh, sorry, I'll just say, Mother Martha, please bless our path through these mountains. These are good folks traveling, and dangerous ways lie ahead. We ourselves haven't been through these mountains, but we know that you will have your guiding eye upon us. Just like a tiny prayer.
It's a very nice prayer. Bud translates as best as he can.
My Drakissian isn't that bad. I'm kind of fluent.
Yeah, your Drakissian is great, but translating is a skill in and of its own. You can speak both languages and still translate poorly. I'm not saying that you are, but I'm just noting. Yeah. And quickly people recognize that you are a cleric of Martha, and they flock around you because they're bored. They're just killing time, and this is the most interesting thing they've ever seen. Most of them have never met a cleric. They've all seen priests, but clerics, whoa,
Well,
what is this thing?
Gather round.
While all this is going on, by the way, Maya is going to sort of like look around and look at all the praying and just sort of very quietly sort of like close her eyes and just be like, Verassi, if you're listening at all, perhaps
Is your girl Maya?
Hey, Maya. I'd be like, if I could perhaps kill a lot of people and not be killed myself, that would be lovely. Thank you. Bye.
Fantastic prayer. Exactly the sort that Verassi loves to hear.
Whoops.
I love you, Mom. I mean, Verassi. Bye.
So the small folk are deeply fascinated with Sarah. They're sort of ignoring the rest of you. Maybe throw a glance at Maya and Yossi from time to time, because you guys are also like, Maya's well dressed and Yossi has that sort of
Maya's
diplomatic
hot.
look. Maya's also a hottie. Bud and Sammy find themselves, and Jane find themselves sort of, I don't want to say ostracized, but you know, you're all, Bud and Jane are like well armed and armored, so people kind of leave them alone, and Sammy's just like this gawky, dorky teenager sort of look going on, right? So they sort of leave you alone too.
It's fine. I'm just buried in my book anyway.
Perfect. So you have these people's attention, Sarah.
Yeah,
Is there anything you want?
I don't want anything from them, but I'm gonna use the time, and especially with the children, I'm gonna approach them and I'm gonna give everybody a little happy memory, an individual one, and I will relate to them in a way where, you know, we just visited one of our palaces, right, where we stole our own stuff, and I guess Sarah's filled with many little happy childhood memories from back before everything changed. And she's like trying to, you know, convert them to normal children's ones, I guess, and like fill those children's heart with a little bit of joy.
Why don't you give me a charisma check to see how successful this all is?
And if I fail, I'm just gonna scare the living shit out of them.
Yeah, I think if you fail, they're just like surprised by the strength of the magic.
Oh, 23, I fucking nailed it.
Nice.
Blessed be Neal.
Yeah. You fill them with little bits of joy and happiness, and you find that you are gifted with all sorts of foods. After the first maybe half hour or so, one of the ladies comes up to you with some something wrapped in napkins and holds it out to you, and she doesn't really speak Eridonian but a few words, so she say, "Here, this was the gift for y'all."
Very nice. I smile at her, like a really big smile. I do like a little bow as I take the food off her.
Inside the napkins are steamed dumplings, pork dumplings.
I love those. I love steamed pork dumplings.
I'm gonna instantly steal one.
You can have. I would have offered you one. You know.
As Bud reaches in a hand, the woman quickly reaches out a hand and slaps Bud's away, and wags a finger at him, and says to her friend, because she doesn't know Bud speaks Drakissian, she just goes, "Can you believe the balls on this guy? Trying to steal his food. It's not even for him."
Right.
But
I
yeah.
will dig into the pork dumplings.
Sure. Let's see how long it takes for enough. Okay, it's going to take 3 days for enough wagons to arrive that people feel comfortable going through the pass. That is one.
What's so dangerous about the pass that we're waiting for 10?
Oh, don't you know? Says one of the guys. This
Never
old
been
pass
in
here's there's giants and hobgoblins and bugbears and regular goblins. It's a disaster zone. You go in with too few wagons, the hobgoblins swarm you, rip you to shreds. You go in with enough wagons, they tend to leave you alone, but them giants there, they're nasty creatures too. They'll get you. So we go with 10.
Very
And
sensible. Very sensible.
If anyone gives us trouble, he walks over his cart and he pulls out an antique heavy crossbow that's clearly not locked or loaded, and he might not even have a crank for it. You're not sure.
Do you know how to use that?
Old Betty? Oh, trust me, I know how to work her.
Do you even have a crank for it?
It's in the wagon. Let me get it for you. And he goes and gets the crank.
I'd actually be really interested in seeing her fired off at least once.
Yeah.
Do like my firearms. Maya will pat her bow and she'll be like, I prefer to go with the more manual option myself. Quicker rate of fire, you know?
He nods.
Sarah, be ready. We're gonna have a casualty now in about a minute.
I just gently put my arm on Sammy's chest as he's studying, and I just gently push him out of the way across.
So Fluffy Lumpkins, or Bumpkins, or whatever his name was, cranks up old Betty, puts a bolt in her.
Is it like a double windlass one where he's just like...
Takes a minute to crank
nice
up.
Action to it. Fair play.
Keep it oiled. You know the secret to keeping your cranks oiled? Coconut oil.
I am. Yes, I've done a lot of research into crank oiling over the years. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk 30 feet away.
Sure. He aims old Betty at a nearby tree and takes a shot at it. He drops his D20 on the floor. And,
I'm gonna make sure I step just behind him.
It's a good shot. The tree doesn't move, and the bolt hits it square in the trunk with a thud. Twang.
I also don't know which tree
Good
he aimed at.
penetration. Does it get some good penetration, Neal? Is it like straight in there?
I'm not
But
gonna
that
feed
is
the
like
trolls.
The arrow in the tree, Neal. God, get your mind out of the gutter.
I don't trust you
Here's
anymore.
the thing. You just tickled the giant, and now the giant is angry and is going to charge you. So what do you do?
Shoot him in the kneecap. Can't charge you if you're, look, take an arrow to the knee and, like, even the giant's going to think twice, all right?
Well, look, me by myself, I can't take a giant, but 10 carts. Everyone fires a bolt, gonna piss off that giant well enough that it's gonna fuck off. You know? It's not gonna try and... Think about it this way. Would you ever attack a hornet's nest? Of course not. One hornet, it ain't nothing to you. It might sting and be annoying, but it certainly is no problem to you. But 100 hornets
Do you know how
might
to do
not
the
kill
hornet's
you.
nest?
Oh, might not
Flaming
kill you.
arrows.
But
I would have said fire.
Fire, yes. Flaming arrows.
all right. You can pass your 3 days with these people. There are no encounters, and on the 4th day, you can cross up over to Grumpburn. It is going to be... You're going through the hills, so the road's going to be a 3, so... Well, yeah, it's a journey. But you can do it. You can make it to
It's
Grumpburn.
Right. Off we go.
You're making it?
Yeah, you guys make it without any problems, because you waited for 10 wagons.
Because we weren't idiots.
Ding, ding, ding. Grumpburn. So you arrive in Grumpburn, and you leave the Lumpkins behind as they go back to whatever they're doing.
Before we leave the Lumpkins, I'm gonna to Mrs. Lumpkin. I guess I'm gonna give her one of my little gold rings as a blessing for safe travels and as a thank you for them, letting us stay with them.
She no. Much gold.
I put a hand on her shoulder and I say, Martha blesses you. You have to accept it.
She sort of gets what you're saying and nods and smiles and shakes your hand up and down profusely and pulls out a small shepherd's pie that she's been storing in her wagon for a while and hands it over.
Wait, how is this shepherd's pie?
Well, I don't care. I'm eating it. Let's find out.
Why is she getting all the dumplings and the shepherd's pie? We're not...
It's like a shepherd's pie wrapped in like a pastry top and bottom. So it's like a portable, travelable shepherd's pie.
That's not a shepherd's pie then. A shepherd's pie is like topped with mashed potatoes, okay?
Yeah, but then imagine that, but like crust over it.
No, that's not how shepherd's pie works.
It is in my world.
Well, that's not a shepherd's pie then. That's some sort of shepherd. I don't
It's a
know.
pumpkin's pie. It's
All
okay.
right. Full disclosure,
Pumpkin
I was
pie.
just Googling pictures of like meat pastries that you could travel with, and one of them
okay,
had the
it's
word
a
shepherd
shepherd's
pie nearby,
pasty.
so I thought that's what a shepherd's pie
All right.
was.
How about a shepherd's pasty?
Sure. I've never had shepherd's pie. I don't even know what it really looks like. I'm just kind of
It's
making this
basically
stuff as I go
mince and
along.
vegetables with a layer of mashed potato on top and some
And
grated
cheese, sometimes.
Yeah, cheese. Oh yeah, you got to mix the cheese in with the mash and then like just grill it.
And then another layer on top. Yep.
Yeah. Extra, all of the cheese, tons of cheese.
It doesn't
And
look very good, but it tastes very nice.
shepherd's pie looks amazing. Shut up.
The golden top of a shepherd's pie is
Oh,
Yeah, and then you dig in, and then it's just ruined. No.
no.
So this is more of like
crusty bread on the side.
a potato-based pastry shell with the meat and vegetables inside of it.
So it's
Lovely.
basically it's
So it's
a
just a
bumpkin's pasty. Yeah, it's a pasty.
Whatever. Yeah, sure. I don't know what a
Pasties
pasty
were
is.
designed to be portable. They were what tin miners used to take down the mines for lunch.
Ah, okay. Got it. Cool. But you arrive in Grumpburn. You are now so close to Withthonarenta. It is 46 miles away. You can do that in one more day.
Wickthorn and Laurentia?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do it. Let's go.
Is there anything you wanted to do in Grumpburn when you arrive?
How big is the town?
It's a smallish backwater town.
So
And
no crystal balls here.
there are probably no crystal balls around. Do you want to go shopping just to see if there's a magic shop that has a crystal ball?
No, I'll have a look around before we head out.
Lovely. Let me take a look at my resource distribution chart. Where do they make glass? Is it
Glass
in
or crystal?
Grumpburn? They do not make glass in Grumpburn. See if I have a table for Grumpburn shops and stuff. Grumpburn. What's in a name, huh? Nope. I have nothing for that. So let's roll a die. Nope, there's no crystal balls for sale here. At least not publicly sold.
Oh wait, so for the capital.
All right. Last day of the journey, you all. Ready?
I'm gonna ask Yassi if she's ready.
She nods and says, why don't we talk about it on the route? We should be on the same page when we arrive.
Sounds
Good
good.
idea. I might want to share some information. Maybe they help you, Yassi, and maybe you didn't know about them yet.
Why don't we take a break right here on your way to Withthonarenta, and when we come back, we will do the final leg of our journey. See you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.